Yo, what's going on, everybody? Scotty Boots here, back to talk more about Scream 5, Scream 2020, 2022. Well, that's a little bit of tongue twist, so we're going to talk about a little bit more here. I might have a couple more videos I'm going to do in this because I got some things kind of brewing in my brain, what we can do with the franchise moving forward. But this is specific to the latest Scream film, so huge spoilers ahead. If you have not seen the new Scream movie, hop out of here, come back, because this is a bombshell of a spoiler that we're going to dive into with everything here. And the other thing, too, that I want to say is thank you guys so much for the support. The last Scream video I did on Scream 6 coming was, it's getting great traction right now, so thank you so much. Tons of new subscribers here, so really appreciate the support with all that. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Give the video a thumbs up so we can keep this kind of moving along here, but it's awesome to see that. I'm glad you guys are enjoying that there, and we're going to talk about this scene in the latest Scream film that, for me, it's given me the biggest problems to get past and get over. And we're going to talk a little bit about what maybe could have been done differently, done a little bit better, to make this maybe even more impactful. So, going to jump in. We're going into spoilers here in 3, 2, 1. Spoiler zone. All right. Dewey Riley gets killed in this movie, and it crushed me. Just absolutely crushed me. Dewey is one of the most iconic characters in a horror franchise. That's the same with Gale Weathers and Sidney Prescott. These three as a trio are arguably the greatest group of an accumulative horror montage that could go across any horror franchise. They are so ridiculously iconic. We're talking 1996, we're 25 plus years with these characters here, and they killed Dewey off. Oh my gosh, it absolutely killed me. But that's why it was such a good kill, because it has that kind of an impact to it. As hard as it was to stomach, they did what they sought out to do, and that was shock the audience, even though you knew it was coming, and they did it because it was so brutal how it happened, and David Arquette just absolutely glistened in the moment, and it was just beautifully haunting how he sold that scene. We're going to talk about the scene a little bit and why I think they dropped the ball on it. Not the kill, but the build-up. First, the kill, because I thought the kill was absolutely perfect. When Ghostface jumps up, sticks him in the front, sticks him in the back, rides up the blades, and he is just, man, you can tell, just they let it linger, man. And they did this for a lot of kills in this movie. They really let you take it in. It wasn't a quick stab with some blood and then, cut, which, some of the kills have been. This really soaked it in, and it was a deserving kill for such an iconic character in horror. It was just a deserving kill. Great on-screen death. Now, with that being said, the issue that I took up with this here is Dewey has been through this for so long. He knows better than this. When he walks up to Ghostface and realizes, I can't run off with these other characters or these other people in the movie into the elevator. I need to go back and end this. Great. That's exactly what you need to do. Now, why he didn't do that from the get-go, who knows? But we'll give it a pass. He goes to the elevator, starts coming back down, reloading to go. Now, if his phone does not go off to get distracted by Gale's call coming in, what happens? He's going to pop Ghostface and that's over. So the fact that it relied on that to happen for Ghostface to have their moment to stick him, a little bit of an issue there. The biggest issue I take with this scene, though, more than anything, is the fact that Dewey has a gun, and he is choosing to get close enough with that gun to where Ghostface can reach an arm's length away. Now, this scene works within the movie because of the way it's shot. The whole movie was shot very close, very kind of claustrophobic. There were not a lot of wide shots. Everything was kind of in your face, so it makes it look like, this is plausible. But if you had a wide shot looking down that hallway and you can see Ghostface on the ground here, Dewey here, and then all this open space of a hallway, it would look absolutely ridiculous. So I did not like that he chose to get that close and put himself in any kind of danger. Why would you not stand 3 or 4 feet back so that way even if Ghostface did jump up, you still have that split-second reaction and get the shot off before Ghostface can get you with the knife? So I took a little bit of issue with that because he should be smarter than that, and that's just not in character. To me, it made him look like he went out like a chump because he made a mistake. He didn't die honorably so much, as they say, it was an honor. Sure, it was an honor to kill him, but it wasn't so much an honorable death. It was more so his own flaw, his own mistake that got him killed. And I didn't like that. I wish they would have done something to make it more honorable, and this is what I would have done. And I talked about this in my spoiler review. But this is exactly how I would have crafted this scene for a couple of reasons. A, it salvages Dewey's character and doesn't leave any room for this debate that I'm bringing up a little bit. And the other thing it does is gives us something new and fresh for the Scream franchise, which I hope that they do this in one of the upcoming movies here. If they are planning on doing a trilogy with this, or however long they plan on going, I would love to see something like this. What I thought would have been so dope and just a beautiful execution to do something different and unique within these movies. Every single Scream movie, the plan works until the end of the movie. Everything's kind of playing, puzzle, building this together, and then you get to the end, and it's the big reveal of what the whole plan is, the motive, and all that. How cool would it have been if Dewey, because he's a badass and he's lived through this, gets the job done right there? All right, Ghostface doesn't move, or maybe Ghostface does jump up, but he gets the shot off. Either which way, shoots Ghostface in the head, and you see the blood come out through the mask, just the red coming down. It would have been a beautiful shot. That would have been beautiful. He takes off the mask, and then you see it's the one girl who is the killer in the movie. Great, done. Dewey thinks he's saved the day, or he knows there's a second killer, right? So maybe he sees that. He's picking up his phone to call Gail or call Sydney or whatever. It's so-and-so. We need to get everybody together. Who knows? And as he's coming up, one of two ways this is shot. You either shoot straight on at David Arquette, and as he's coming back up, the camera's following, and right over behind his shoulder, the second killer is coming up and gets him. Or you have the shot from the side, and as he's coming back up, you see the second killer come from behind, and it's a total surprise knife to the back. And you can do the same kill. It would have made it so honorable to stick him in the back, then stick him in the front, do the same kill, and then you can do the whole "it was an honor." That would have been such an honorable death for Dewey, because you're not sacrificing and taking away anything from what the legacy of that character is. He got the job done. Dewey knows what needs to be done because he's been through this 4 different times, and he got the job done. What he wasn't expecting was the second killer to be there ready for him too. That would have been a perfect way to kind of have your cake and eat it too. And you would have tricked the audience for at least a moment too to think like, well, what the hell's going to happen now? The plan's messed up. You can still go through the rest of the movie. Everything works out. You could have done 3 killers for this. That would have been a huge shock surprise at the very end of the movie too, because when you get the first killer reveal, you're like, well, your partner already got knocked off, so you're alone doing this. Then you could have done the shock again with a 3rd killer reveal. There was plenty of ways to make this work into the script to do 3 killers. And even if you kept it as 2, you could have done the same thing, just like they had done in Scream 2, when you got Timothy Oliphant, talking, and he's just like, oh man, what's up, buddy? I've been out here all night. You could have done it in a similar fashion like that, where it's just like, you killed off the other person. I had to do this shit all by myself. Could have done that with one other killer. You could have had the surprise for the 3rd killer, and it would have been just an amazing way in the middle of the movie to do something different, and then it would have given us something different at the end. I thought that would have been just a fantastic way to handle it. So that's my thoughts on that scene. I still think the kill is perfect. I think, killing Dewey, as much as it pains me, it's a very effective kill, not just for, what you're seeing on screen, but the emotional pull that it has on your heartstrings for that character and seeing that character go out. I just wish it would have been more honorable, not because he made a mistake, not because he got distracted, because he did get the job done. The second killer was there lurking in the shadows, waiting, and got him as he was coming back up. Any of that would have been just fine, and I thought it would have just been even a more impactful kill at that point, because you're like, damn, dude, Dewey got it done. He's safe. The other killer's out there somewhere else, because we know there's going to be 2, theoretically speaking, and then he gets stuck, and then it's like, holy shit. I think that would have been a little bit more of an impactful way. So that's my thoughts on it. I hope they do something like this in the other films. Give us more than the standard, 2 killer in Scream 3, 1 killer, but give us something different than riding this out till the end. I would love to see one of the killers get caught earlier in the movie, and then it just creates a little bit more mystique for things moving forward, or even one of the killers getting away that carries into another movie. I mean, that would be great too. Just something a little bit different than the same formula that we've had through 5 Scream films now. It works. It's still effective because the motives and the whole meta languaging behind why they're doing what they're doing and building this out to the greater world of horror and all that is wonderful. But within the context, within the Scream franchise, give us something a little different. I think that'd be awesome. That is my thoughts. Again, thank you guys so much for all the support again. Let's get this video climbing up too. That would be awesome. I got more on the way here. Drop some comments down below. Would love to know your thoughts on everything I just discussed and what kind of things you would like to see moving forward in the Scream franchise, just to kind of spice it up and give us a little bit of a different Ghostface flavor, if you will. So thank you guys again. Enjoy the rest of your days, and we'll see you in the next one.